talk about how Luka Doncic is being celebrated for losing weight like Zion Williamson. And I don't understand how it's a news story that Luka Doncic is seen looking slimmer. Now, I've seen some people doing videos on this, and it's just laughable to me that this is a news story, that this is like news.
Now, I will agree with what's my dog's name? Sports and Fitness Rants. Shout out to Sports and Fitness Rants. I will agree, this is not nothing new. This conversation has been going on even back to Dallas. Everyone who follows the game of basketball definitely knows that. The problem is that just recently there was a public hiring by the Lakers organization who hired a fitness coach or some type of strength trainer, something of that nature, and it was a public position, and it went viral. ESPN, they made a segment speaking on it, and they kind of put that hiring or that job opening really on Luka, kind of insinuating that Luka wasn't in playoff shape and he was a reason that the Lakers came up so short versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. So even though this narrative is not a new narrative, there has been new, I don't want to say reports, just new show topics on the main platforms that involve what the Lakers just recently did, and that was the job opening or job posting of some type of strength or fitness director, something of that nature. So that's why everybody's kind of bringing this conversation back into play. But he's right, it's not new.
Oh, Luka Doncic slimmed down. You've seen the photos of Luka Doncic. He looks like he lost 30 pounds. He looks so much slimmer. Blah, 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 blah. And we're impressed with Luka Doncic, who's a professional athlete, who's paid millions of dollars to essentially keep himself in shape. We're celebrating him for being in shape, for losing some weight. We're going to talk about this video, man. Like I said, it's the same.
No, we're not celebrating him for losing weight. I mean, I hope not. I mean, I think that people that watch this game and follow this game is celebrating the commitment. Luka is a superstar. Luka, to some, had his heart broken being traded from Dallas. That was a place that a lot of people, including himself, I'm assuming, expected to be there for the duration of his career. And, you know, a lot went into this trade. There was a lot of unknown variables that went into this trade. And don't nobody really honestly know where Luka's mental is right now. So Luka showing that he's willing to commit to the bottom line is what people are pretty much champion right now. It's not about him losing weight. You're absolutely right. You get paid millions of dollars, but look how many other millionaires, multimillionaires walking around here fat, don't stay in shape. Like that's totally irrelevant. Even in sports, you got guys who are getting paid millions and millions of dollars and don't stay up with the conditioning. But with Luka specifically, you know, coming into a team like the Lakers, who right now is LeBron James' team, we don't know. We've seen Luka show signs of immaturity. We just don't know totally where Luka's mentality is, especially coming off of this crazy trade. So him losing weight, looking good, and Luka looked good the other day. You know what I mean? I think it just shows that he's committed to what needs to be done, and he's showing that rather than just speaking on it. And that's, I think, what we're championing. It's not about him losing weight. It's the commitment.
Same thing that Zion Williamson was getting celebrated for losing some.
Zion didn't commit. That's the problem. That's why we are still talking about this with Zion years later. That's the thing. I'm not going to say Zion didn't work out. Zion is a beast, but there was a point Zion just did not commit. He left it up in the Luka immediately got to it. You know, I can't really say the same for Zion Williamson, in my opinion.
Weight. I just don't understand why this is a news story and we're celebrating these guys for doing something that they should be doing. They're supposed to be doing this. They're getting paid all this money. You're supposed to be a professional basketball player, so you should be doing things to keep yourself prepared for basketball.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. They're not doing that. And we're going to talk about this video. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states, man, has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly, truly humbled by all support, man. It really means a lot, guys. Like I said, it's truly humbling, man. I want to send a special thanks out to Gary for coming through with the super thanks. Much respect to Gary. Now, this is not a video to, throw shade at Luka Doncic or any of these kinds of things. I was never one of these people that was coming down on Luka Doncic for not, quote unquote, being in shape. But we noticed when you play with LeBron James, what happens?
You get right.
Right?
You better.
When you play with LeBron James, it's like, it's almost like you're running against another politician, right? In politics, politicians are always looking for dirt on another politician, right? Sharp. So if I'm running against somebody in an election, they're going to look and try to discredit me, right? Try to take away from, who I am, right? Like I said, just make you look bad. It's basically what people do in politics, and that's why politicians to me are a bunch of dirtbag, conniving, scheming people that you can't really trust or believe anything they say, because this is what they do to each other. Tear each other down and look for dirt on each other, and they'll even lie. They'll lie, cheat, steal to get elected. This is LeBron James. This is essentially what happens when you play with LeBron James. You are essentially running against him in an election. So his fan base...
How? I've never seen LeBron really vilify teammates. I mean, and then when you look at the history of this 22 years, how many teammates have been known to be out of shape or not in basketball condition and played with LeBron James for a substantial amount of time? We know what LeBron brings to the table. I'm not saying his teammates train and prepare like he does, but that presence with LeBron, that regiment, it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It trickles down. It's contagious. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had a history of hearing about LeBron teammates in any destination for a long period of time, whether it's Cleveland, Miami, or Los Angeles. Play with a teammate that's not in shape or not ready to go. You get with LeBron James, you better be ready to rock, or you won't be there long. So, there's no need for LeBron James to play politician and be in competition. I believe LeBron, who has went to 11, 12 NBA finals, he knows the recipe for success. Every team, there's only one team that can go, but LeBron has been so many times and led 3 destinations. I believe he knows what it takes and what it doesn't take. The game is always played out on the floor, but, LeBron has always been known as a pass first guy. I've never just really seen him, vilify teammates like that. He has thrown teammates indirectly, subliminally under the bus when the roster's not been good enough. But no, I got to disagree. I don't feel like you got to play a politician with LeBron because he's trying to, downgrade your career. It will get exposed if you're not doing your job because you are teammates with the poster child of a person who does the job right. That's the thing. And you can't blame LeBron for that.
The media, they'll do everything they can to discredit his teammates. They never lift his teammates up. They never give them props. They never make them look greater than they are. They never celebrate them. Because if they did that, then they can't excuse LeBron James then. So they'll celebrate everyone else's teammates, right? They'll talk about Michael Jordan teammates, Kobe Bryant teammates, Tim Duncan teammates.
Don't nobody talk about AD? Didn't nobody talk about D-Wade? Didn't nobody talk about Kyrie? I mean, I'm confused, bro. I got to talk to the bosses about sports and fitness rants. I mean, Kevin Love, like Chris Bosh, these guys wouldn't even have been champions if it wasn't for LeBron James. We speak highly and respectably on these guys. What am I missing?
Hakeem Olajuwon teammates. They'll talk about this guy's teammates, Bill Russell's teammates, Magic.
Hakeem Olajuwon teammates. Who talks? I mean, Kenny Smith is on TNT. Who really talks about guys like Vernon Maxwell? And when we speak on Robert Horry, people think of Robert Horry with the Lakers. I mean, come on. And Clyde Drexler. Who's speaking on Clyde Drexler? Mario Ellie. I don't know.
Johnsons, Larry Birds. They talk about everyone else's teammates, right? But LeBron James' teammates, they won't. They won't celebrate his teammates. They'll just tear them down. And that's essentially what happens or happened for Luka Doncic, right? You're with LeBron James. They have to make you look bad. They got to tear you down. Look what they did to Russell Westbrook. The man was getting death threats playing with LeBron James. He didn't lift up Russell Westbrook. And then what will you have weird LeBron James fans say? Oh, man, y'all hating on another black man. That's really sad. Y'all are corny. No, you guys are corny. You guys are tearing down Russell Westbrook. The man was getting death threats.
Death threats to Russell Westbrook It's crazy. No excuse. I'm not even knowing that. But again, I would just like complete, whether we talking opinions or not, can we give a complete observation of what actually happened? Russell Westbrook wasn't no victim, and stop trying to make him look like one. Russell played horrible in a Lakers uniform. Once Darvin came, I will admit, he did take the role of coming off the bench. It was a point where he looked like he could go for a run for the best six man. He had a little moment of light before he got traded. But overall, that trade for Russell Westbrook was not a good move, period. And he didn't play well. LeBron not lifting him up. For what? LeBron really the reason Russell got to come to the Lakers. If y'all remember, the Lakers had a deal done for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner to come to the Lakers. LeBron wanted Russ. So, I don't know what else you expect. LeBron window closing. He ain't got time to play these games. And Russell was a former MVP. He was not playing well. He deserved everything. He didn't deserve to be threatened and nothing like that. But he deserved to be removed from the Lakers. I'm not putting that on no LeBron, and LeBron couldn't save him. Nor should he have.
Death threats. Just because we critique LeBron James and call him out and expose his nonsense, the lies and the narratives, we're not lying about LeBron James. We ain't making up stories. We're not putting out death threats on LeBron James. But y'all out here giving Russell Westbrook death threats because he turned the ball over a couple times in a game or missed a couple of shots.
Really,
right?
Bro?
Why? Because he didn't help him.
Really, bro? That's what we doing? It sounds like this about to be a LeBron bashing contest. So I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it. Especially when you're not going to keep it 100. You're not going to keep it 100, bro. You try to make Russell Westbrook seem like a victim, and that just wasn't the case, bro. That wasn't the case. Russell Westbrook hasn't done anything of significance to help any team he's been on. Let's be real. What happened to the Clippers? What happened with Denver? What happened with OKC? What happened with Washington? Hall of Fame career, definitely, no doubt. Probably first ballot. But, I just think people are just throwing stuff in the atmosphere just to hate on a kid. Goat James. Y'all know I'm not for it, bro. But, nevertheless, shout out to him. Dope video, subscribe. I like the talking points, good debate points we can speak on. That's really what's all about, the content. So I ain't mad at him. Make sure y'all check him out. See what else he got to say. I'm Seven Mitchell. Y'all know what this is. This is Lakers Land. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys stay safe. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. What's up, guys, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button for us so we can get this content in the algorithm. And also, please be sure to subscribe to the Lakers Land YouTube channel if you're new. And you can also purchase a channel membership for exclusive Lakers Land content. Also, join our Lakers Land watch party room on Playback TV for free VIP access to all of our Laker games and our live weekly podcast. That's playback.tv/LakersLand show. We also have merchandise available in our YouTube channel store, so grab some Lakers Likes merch today. Peace.